All right, do we lose energy when we have a wet dream? Yeah, obviously, some, but to what degree? Life is complex. There's all levels to this thing. So let's talk about, let's say there's 3 examples, right? Okay, first of all, you lose more energy doing PMO all day long than you lose in a wet dream. That's a given. The other thing is, wet dreams occur because the sexual energy is still active and it's still going down, causes pressure in the sexual apparatus, and then during night when you're sleeping, the body releases it. It releases the pressure valve. It's okay. Like the body's helping you, because you haven't yet sublimated it. And then some people say, well, but I don't edge, I don't look at girl, I don't do anything all day and I still have a wet dream. No, that's not true. You do, but maybe you don't realize it. Somebody left a comment and I tried to tell them, just pay attention during the day as you go through your day. Pay attention, especially when you're outside. And just pay attention. Where's your mind at? When you see a girl, what happens? You don't have to be lusting all over, but it can be subtle. We got to get in touch with our subtleties. This whole thing's about subtleties. You just got to be more conscious of what your thoughts are. Most people are just on automatic, robot program. Like they're not even aware of their thoughts. Their mind's so busy. They don't even know. They don't realize the thoughts they're having and how that's stimulating their energy. And you see, this is about consciousness. To really be successful in semen retention and ojas retention, it's about consciousness. We got to be more conscious. Hence, the importance of a spiritual practice. Hence, the importance of having a healthy lifestyle, because it makes a spiritual practice easier. Hence, that's why I made the 2 other channels, Transcending Shadows and Spiritual Renaissance. This whole thing that I'm doing goes together, So three scenarios of a wet dream. Okay, let's do worst first and then the best. So the worst case scenario, and don't trip on the word worst. I'm just using language. It's not like it's all good. Who are these intruders? It's intruders, and they don't know who I'm talking to. Like, who's he talking to? He's like sitting in the woods, He's tripping. I'm like, no, you're tripping, man. We're dropping science here. I ain't worried. They ain't got gains. As long as you got gains. I used to be like that. All right. Worst case scenario, but don't trip on worse, is, let's say you're having a wet dream. It's a juicy wet dream, and you feel the orgasm, like the spasm wakes you up. You're like, damn, that was an intense orgasm. I made a video on the difference between losing energy and losing ojas. I don't know which video's up first, but I talk about how the spasm on the nervous system, this is what makes us lose energy in ojas. Man, it's a strong spasm. Pay attention. When you orgasm for 7 seconds, man, it's spasmy. You think that don't take energy? Afterwards, after you have the orgasm, do you feel like getting up and fighting or running up a mountain? No, you just feel like chilling. Why? You see? Energy was gone. Orgasm takes energy. Am I saying be dogmatic and never do it? No, you have to find your rhythm. You have to find your thing. And if you're having an orgasm with a woman you love, it's less. If you have a strong genetic constitution, strong nervous system, the effect's less. It's individual. You have to read see where you're at. There's no standard. I'm not a proponent never lose your semen again. Man, it's just silly. It's impossible. It's not necessary either. You find your rhythm. I didn't choose to do. I don't lose. I'm very strict with it, but I don't try to be strict. It comes natural. I just don't want to. And I have nervous system weakness, so that's a bigger motivation. Somebody that doesn't have that, they're not going to be so motivated, So we're all different. So you lose you if you have an orgasm during a wet dream, and you wake up and you realize, okay, that you can say loses the most energy. Second scenario is if you're having a wet dream, you're getting stimulated, the girl, the ghost, whatever, doesn't matter, They're trying to take your energy. They'll luring you in. Super seductive. I forgot the Sanskrit word for it. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. They're activating you. You're like going into it. They want your energy. Why? Because you're preserving it. You have potent energy. They're like hungry. When you're sleeping, see, they're roaming around sniffing. Like, where? Oh, there's energy. I'm gonna go get it. Hey, and they start working you in the dreams. That's next level stuff, man. Be happy that you're on that level. Don't trip. Don't like, damn, what's wrong with me? You're on next level. You're not in high school anymore. Now you're in college. It's college semen retention. All right, so they stimulate you, but you've been practicing semen retention long enough to where it's dripped down now into your subconscious character. Something knows, like, I don't want to lose my semen over some stupid thing. So, because the dreams are subconscious. Well, in the dream, then something recognizes, wait, I don't want to lose my semen. That's good. That's progress. Even if you lose it, it's progress that you even had that thought, that tendency. So, she's trying to take your energy. No, I'm gonna wake up. I mean, you wake up. I didn't lose my energy. Damn it, that's the third scenario. Okay, anyway, that's the third. I gave you the first a couple minutes ago. This is the third. I'm going to do the second in a minute. So you wake up, you didn't lose your energy. Now some tell me that example and they say, yeah, but I still feel a little low because you were stimulated. Dopamine. The girl in the dream was, badass. Like she was stimulating you. So you were getting some hit, the dopamine, which then takes energy from the nervous system. So you're gonna feel a little low. But when you're at that last stage that I just described, next stage, you don't have wet dreams anymore. This is the process of sublimation. It takes time. It takes years, man, to get to where it's so refined that you just, you're out of that game. And even then there's still temptations. You got to stay vigilant. You don't just relax like, I beat it now. No. Okay, so that was the third. What's the second scenario? So the first scenario is you orgasm, a strong spasm orgasm. That's the first scenario. I already talked about that. Second scenario, you have a wet dream. You don't recall, at least not too much. You recall a little bit, but you don't recall like the intensity or the dopamine hit or even having an orgasm. You don't recall that. But when you wake up, you realized, there was an orgasm. I had an orgasm. That's less still than the first because it's like, you can say you had a non-intense orgasm. What does that mean? It means there was less spasm. If it's strong spasm, you feel it. Now remember, the stronger the spasm, the more energy you're going to lose. You see, the world's backwards, isn't it? Because look, you're going to hear people like saying, "Oh man, I had such an intense orgasm," like they won, like that's a big accomplishment or something. The girls do that too, and they suffer from that. This whole tantra is just so corrupt now. They think it's all about giving the girls orgasms. Oh man, I gave a girl 50 orgasms. Well, you're killing her, man. What do you think? Like, you're helping her? You're killing her. You think she don't lose any energy? Girls have stronger orgasms. They got to be more careful. I need to make that video for the girls. So, all right, I gave the three scenarios. First scenario, you have an intense orgasm in your wet dream. All right, you lose the most energy from that. Second, you orgasm, but you don't recall it. It wasn't a strong orgasm, wasn't a strong spasm to the nervous system. Okay, so you lose less energy. Best case scenario, you don't orgasm at all, but you still get stimulated. You wake up before you lose the orgasm, but you still got stimulated. That's why you still lose energy. You technically, like, you're gonna lose some energy, but like, what do you think? You think just being alive, you're gonna lose energy. We can't escape like this show of being in the human form and being on this planet with all the toxicity and stress, and this body's losing energy every day. until it finally just stops, it just dies. All right, so you're going to lose energy. So the point here is how can we like construct our life in a way to lose as least energy as we can, but understanding we're going to lose energy, period. That's the tax of being a human being, so you don't trip on that. People's mind trips too hard, and this is what makes you more stressful and probably makes more wet dreams, because you're like, why I keep doing this? And that creates more stress, and then the nervous system gets more activated, and then that makes the energy go down more, and then the body has to release it at night. You see, that's okay, that's a learning experience. And then at some point you just realize, look, I do the best I can do, that's all I can do. Like, what can I do? That's the best I can do. What good does it do to keep beating myself up? Yeah, but it hurts me. Okay, well, what are you going to do? There's no special technique or thing I can tell you. This is what people want. And there's plenty of videos and teachers, if you pay them, they'll yeah, I got the technique, man. Guaranteed, I'll give you the technique, and you're never going to have a wet dream again. They're like, I don't even think about girls. I don't even know, like, what's a girl? I don't even think about girls. Yeah, good salesman. I mean, not really. It just sounds stupid. It just shows that they don't know what this journey is. This is a constant evolving journey, and you're going to keep getting better and better. The fact that you're interested in these types of talks, man, it's just a matter of time. You're going to keep getting better and better. Sometimes you got to go backwards to go forward. See, but it's all good in the end. That's what I'm trying to say. And leave me any questions you have. Hope you enjoyed the video. All right, see you.